do to the priests.
Sacrifice at the temple. Speak! You will break.
I will die first. Or you will.
Well, that was impressive.
Anger is stronger than any pain. Do you have weapons? Good. The Magister's probably in his chambers.
You aren't curious how we got here?
No.
Alexius sent us into the future. This, his victory, his Elder One, it was never meant to be.
I'm so sorry for everything you suffered.
We have to reverse his spell. If we can get back to our present time, we can prevent this future from ever happening.
And mages always wonder why people fear them. No one should have this power.
It's dangerous and unpredictable. Before the breach, nothing we did.
Enough. This is all pretend to you. Some future you hope will never exist. I suffered. The whole world suffered. It was real.
What happened while we were away?
Stop talking.
I'm just asking for information.
No, you're talking to fill silence. Nothing happened that you want to hear.
We need to find Alexius. I'm sure he'll be in the nicer part of the castle, if there is one.
Die!
The Magister needs more power for his rituals.
No! Don't hurt me, Linnea.
friggin' demons.
The breach! It's...
Everywhere.
Don't look up. Don't look up. Don't look. Shit. Unlocked.
What became of Felix? Do you know?
Yes, I know.
And you're not going to tell me?
You'll find out soon enough.
Is that the way to the main hall? It didn't look like that before.
What in Andraste's name is that? Hold on to it. I want to look at it later. Try to take out that enchanter quickly.
Lock the stairs!
Somebody had very questionable taste.
Want to climb up and shoot them in the eyes from above?
Get that enchanter!
Aren't you cute in your little pool of guts?
Panda.
Hey, Rance. What's up?
What's going on, Panda?
Oh, not much. Just working on another video. I haven't posted anything yet, so I already got my first video lined up, and then I just gotta get my second video lined up, and then I'm good.
All Overwatch?
No, it's 2 Siege videos. I got a shit ton of Overwatch videos, but they're not ready yet. I gotta work on them. Apparently my brother wants to do the editing for me, and I was like, if you really want to, I mean...
Hey, free help's free help.
Yeah, I was like, alright, sure, if you wanna do it, all you.
Panda Production's gonna start up real nice.
I think I got ours level 25, by the way.
What? Oh, yeah?
Huh?
When, yesterday?
No, today. Like, just a little while ago. Because it's my brother's birthday, but apparently he doesn't want to... We're celebrating it tomorrow, I guess. And he didn't want to go to the movie theater, so I just bought him lunch. And we're just eating. And I came back, and they're doing a hard raid right now, so I was like, ooh. But yeah. So I'm like, I guess I'm celebrating tomorrow.
Strip club?
Huh?
Strip club?
Nah.
No?
He's old enough now.
Yeah, strip club. But he's turning, what, 18?
Yeah, no, it's turning 19.
19? Ah, he can't get no alcohol yet, so it's cool. It's cool. Alright, no alcohol in that yet. Alright. I think when my brother turned 21, I made him buy all the alcohol that night. Made him buy all the alcohol. Playing some Dragon Age.
Yeah, I came in your party earlier, but you weren't here. So I was like, fuck it.
Yeah, I was out. 5 o'clock I usually take off and do other shit. But I usually come back afterwards, so I wasn't gone too long. I just don't think so. So they said they're gonna raise the Final Fantasy level cap to 120.
How? What are they doing with Final Fantasy?
They're gonna raise the level cap to 120.
I haven't touched since the day you told me that you have to beat it and then beat it again. And I
Right.
was like,
Me neither. Me
it
neither.
killed it for me. Hearing that, it genuinely killed it for me. I was like, what do you mean I have to beat it again? I was like, do you know how much effort I put in already?
Trust me. There's people out there like I see YouTube. Look at their clock hour time. 300 hours plus. They went through that shit twice. Okay, I see it. Trust me, I'm aware. Trust me, I'm aware. But that only means a couple things. So after, let's say, Mass Effect comes out, everyone should be on their RPG tip because there's really nothing else other than shooters. Like Overwatch or Siege. Destiny is pretty much done. There's nothing else for you to do. And if I go back to RPG, I'm gonna be missing for a minute because I have several that's not finished. Like Witcher 3. Like I didn't finish. Like I'm near the end of the game, but I didn't do none of the DLCs.
I still haven't beaten that game. I still join parties. The problem is, like when I get into it, I'll just zone out, and then you can't drag me into any other game besides maybe Overwatch. That's the only game you guys can probably pull me into.
How much damage did Alexis' spell do?
Rifts tore apart all of southern Thedas, starting here. But whether that's his doing or the breach, who can say?
There's so much to trim off of this.
Sound like you're doing Thanksgiving dinner over there, bro.
Huh?
Sound like you're doing Thanksgiving dinner over there.
Yeah.
You said trim. I'm like, what?
I gotta trim off a lot of this food.
Let's try to take them by surprise.
No surprise, bro. No surprises.
Are you streaming right now, Terrence?
Yeah.
Oh.
I didn't stream Dragon Age when I first played it. I was kind of selfish. Actually, I was kind of addicted to the game, so I just kept on playing.
Doesn't look like the Elder One is interested in saving his followers.
But by the time I beat it, I was streaming, but I was like, I was near the end of a couple of one of the DLCs, and I was like, it's kind of too late to start streaming Dragon Age because I'm near the end.
Let's head back to the main hall. I think I know how we'll open that door.
It didn't make any sense to even try. But now that I'm on my second character playing this game through, it's a little bit easier. Hell of a lot easier. I was able to port over not the weapons, but the schematics of how to build high-level weapons. And because you're building it, you don't have level caps. So that's pretty good.
I'm watching Siege, and now I remember why I don't like playing Siege. Like I like playing Siege. The problem is, I like playing Siege. It's just depends who I'm playing it with. Because I can play this game with some people, but Some people I know for a fact I can't.
That's foretelling.
Like I just it's I can't play Siege with Spectre. I cannot. I just I cannot. Like he seriously. I don't want to sound rude. You know I like Spectre. You know I like John. You know I like Rachel. But he gets on my mother. He just like. Oh, I'm watching this video and I remember why I wanted not to play Siege.
You already owned the game, so it's too late, bro.
Yeah. No, he just gets like.
What?
Have you heard him when he's playing Siege? Like he gets so
Nope.
pissy. He gets very upset about certain little dumb things that happen in the game. Oh, and he's just he's
Perfectionist.
rude. He's
Part of
just
his personality.
rude in the game.
It's part of his personality.
Yeah.
It's part of his personality. Yeah. I don't think you guys ever heard me like get mad at a game.
For real?
Yeah, I don't think you guys ever heard me get mad.
No.
I'll be playing some.
Yeah, but when I get upset at a game, I'm not gonna take it out on you guys. I'm not gonna be like, oh, I fucking lost because of you guys in Overwatch. No, I'm gonna be like, we fucking lost. It was like, I'll blame everyone else but you guys for sure. And even if you did, even if you did make us lose that game somehow, I would still not make it feel. I would make it feel like it wasn't your fault. You know, I'd do that too.
I'm pretty honest about my own self and how I play. So, I know I'm not.
Sometimes.
Huh?
Sometimes I know I know I don't do good sometimes. I know. But I don't need people telling me.
over,
You know, if
Alexius.
anything, I want someone to tell me,
So
hey, you
it
did your
is.
best, Panda.
I knew you would appear again. Not that it would be now, but I knew I hadn't destroyed you. My final failure.
Was it worth it? Everything you did to the world, to yourself.
It doesn't matter now. All we can do is wait for the end.
I'll admit, I expected a bit more fight out of you.
Alas, I am not the foe you remember. All that I fought for, all that I betrayed, what have I wrought? Ruin and death, that is nothing else. The Elder One comes for me, for you, for us all. Felix.
That's Felix. Maker's breath, Alexius. What have you done?
He would have died, Dorian. I saved him. Please, don't hurt my son. I'll do anything you ask.
Hand over the amulet, and we let him go.
Let him go, and I swear you'll get what you want.
I want the world back.
So much for the mighty Inquisition!
Oh, you sucker ass motherfucker. You don't summon demons? Ah. Come on, team.
What are you playing?
I'm playing Dragon Age still. Well, turn on the stream if you want to see what it looks like.
No. I've seen Dragon Age. It's just like it's not open map, so I'm not really big into it.
It's not open map.
It's pretty straightforward, isn't it?
Nope, it's open map.
Well, then I must have been looking at the first ones.
He wanted to die, didn't he? All those lies he told himself, the justifications. He lost Felix long ago. Didn't even notice. Oh, Alexius.
I know you cared for him.
Once he was a man to whom I compared all others. Sad, isn't it? This is the same amulet he used before. I think it's the same one we made in Minrathous. That's a relief. Give me an hour to work out the spell he used, and I should be able to reopen the rift.
An hour? That's impossible. You must go now.
Oh. Don't got an hour.
Elder.
Frick. That's how they won. How it won.
We'll head out front. Keep them off your tail.
We'll make this count.
The only way we live is if this day never comes. Cast your spell. You have as much time as I have arrows. Though darkness closes, I am shielded by flame. Andraste, guide me. Maker, take me to your side.
You move, and we all die!
Oh man, I could really do without all this.
You'll have to do better than that.
Put aside all claim to Redcliffe, and we let you live.
You won. There is no point extending this charade. Felix.
It's going to be all right, Father.
You'll die.
Everyone dies.
Well, I'm glad that's over with. Or not.
Grand Enchanter, we'd like to discuss your abuse of our hospitality.
Your Majesties, when we offered the Mayor's Sanctuary, we did not give them the right to drive our people from their homes.
King Alistair, Queen Anora, I assure you, we never intended...
In light of your actions, good intentions are no longer enough.
You and your followers have worn out your welcome. Leave Ferelden, or we'll be forced to make you leave.
But we have hundreds who need protection. Where will we go?
I should point out that we did come here for mages to close the breach.
And what are the terms of this arrangement?
Hopefully better than what Alexius gave you. The Inquisition is better than that, yes?
After this, stick them up a tower.
It seems we have little choice but to accept whatever you offer.
We would be honored to have you fight as allies at the Inquisition's side.
A generous offer. But will the rest of the Inquisition honor it?
The breach threatens all of Thedas. We cannot afford to be divided now. We can't fight it without you. Any chance of success requires your full support.
It's a generous offer. I doubt you're going to get a better one from us.
We accept. It would be madness not to. I will gather my people and ready them for the journey to Haven. The breach will be closed. You will not regret giving us this chance.
Did you watch season 2 of Sin?
It's not a matter for debate. There will be abominations among the mages, and we must be prepared.
If we rescind the offer of an alliance, it makes the Inquisition appear incompetent at best, tyrannical at worst.
What were you thinking, turning mages loose with no oversight? The veil is torn open.
We need them to close the breach. It's not going to work if we make enemies of them.
I know we need them for the breach, but they could do as much damage as the demons themselves.
Enough arguing. None of us were there. We cannot afford to second-guess our people. The sole point of the Herald's mission was to gain the mage's aid, and that was accomplished.
The voice of pragmatism speaks. And here I was, just starting to enjoy the circular arguments.
Closing the breach is all that matters.
The longer the breach is open, the more damage it does. We should head there as soon as possible.
Agreed.
We should look into the things you saw in this dark
Oh shit, is
future.
there a way to undo what I just did?
The assassination of Empress Celine. A demon army.
Oh, never mind.
Sounds like something a Tevinter cult might do. Orlais falls, the Imperium rises. Chaos for everyone.
What you said?
One battle at a time. It's going to take time to organize our troops
No,
and the mage
I was wondering if I could undo what I
Let's
did,
take this to
but
the
I already did it, so I was like, oh,
Join
never
us.
mind, it's fine.
None of this means anything without your mark, after all.
Oh. Uno momento, por favor.
So how was your day?
Yeah, still going.
Terrence?
Still going. Still going.
Yeah, and you didn't do nothing? I had like the easiest day at work today. It had to be like one of the easiest fucking days I've ever had.
What's that?
I was in a commercial instead of DIY today. In commercial accounting, it's like you just go, you answer the phone, you make calls, and it was just I had to go deliver parts all day, and it was like so fucking easy.
No dealing with no customers.
Nope, no idiots today. It was just like, oh, so
Here's your
relaxing.
part. You ordered this nonsense. Here you go. Off I go.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like they just like, yeah, I need this, and I'm done. I leave. That is all there is to it.
Crazy customers all day, huh? I don't know. What, like, you was living parts like garages? Like other garages?
Like, no, as in like, yeah, pretty much as it's just mechanics.
Yeah.
It's an actual shop. So you just call, ask for parts, then they pay either then or they pay me when I get there. And
Right.
it's pretty nice. It was really nice. Not having to worry about, one of my coworkers was giving me shit because I was like, for the first hours up there helping them because they were busy.
Right.
And then I had my first, they were like, we need them to go on a run. I'm like, okay. And then, so I go back there, get back from a run, and they're kind of busy.
Right.
And he gives me shit because I'm not up there helping him. And I'm like, well, I'm not. When I went up there, I was like, I was only there to help you. I don't work out there today. That's not my job. And I was like, that I'm not up there with you guys today. I was like, I'm only back here. He's like, he just repeated himself. He's like, well, then I'm like, yeah, exactly. I was like, you guys deal with that shit today. I'm not dealing with any of that.
Right.
Oh.
Sometimes people take advantage saying, I want you to do something for me and all nonsense. So,
Well, yeah, but I was like, fuck you. I'm not doing shit for you today.
yeah.
It felt nice. It felt nice.
To say that.
I don't give a fuck. That guy's lazy anyway. I was like, I don't give a fuck.
Make him sweat.
I'm gonna sweat it. Oh man.
Another row.
There's one part of it done now. This one ended perfectly. Oh, come on. Just one more to go.
Thank you. I'd be honored to help with the plan.
Meet us there when you're ready.
I'll skip the War Council, but I would like to see this breach up close, if you don't mind.
Then you're staying.
Oh, didn't I mention? The South is so
Yo,
charming
but
and rustic.
freaking
I
the
adore it to
customers,
little
the people that kept coming in, when I would be out there, kept looking at me like, help me, and then like, and then eventually I'd be like, I put my stuff down, and I'd be like, what do you need, man? He's like, I was like, or I'd ask him, is someone helping you? And they'd just be like, no one is helping me. And I'm like, oh, well, I can help you over here if you want. And he's like, yeah, that'd be great. And I'd be like, yeah, I'm not out here. I'm not even supposed to be helping you, but I decided to help you. And their tone of voice would change instantly. I'm like, yeah, I'm just trying to be nice. Yeah, because people were upset that I'm normally out there helping people out, so some of them recognize me. But then when I wasn't helping them, there's like, just like, why isn't he helping me? Why isn't he offering to help me? Normally he always offers to help me.
I'll begin preparations to march on the summit. Make her willing, the mages will be enough to grant us victory.
Today, bitches.
Is that like does everyone rotate to that position?
The commercial? No, it's just the commercial. I could do commercial driving. It's just, I guess in a way it'd be a waste for me to be a commercial driver because, I mean, like, I'm a fast worker, and I know how to take care of the customer and shit like that. And in commercial, all you really have to do is drive and deliver parts, so it's not really hard. And not to mention, it's not stressful, and you don't have to deal with a lot of shit. So it'd be kind of a waste for me to be doing deliveries instead of trying to handle bigger issues. But I did not mind whatsoever doing that all day today. Today had to be one of the quickest days of all. Like, I just went places, drove around a lot. It was real nice. It was real nice. I'm not gonna lie. I enjoyed it. Saw a shit ton of nice cars too. Right in front of the shops, man. Some of those cars are just so fucking nice.
I bet. Yeah, being delivery boy.
I did not mind being a delivery boy.
About damn time.
Alright, new project.
You know, it's always great when you get to like drive and sightsee around your neighborhood. Sometimes we forget that, on the day-to-day grind, you forget that, there's things to look at, and you just forget about it because, place to go, place to be, You always got to rush to go do something. And sometimes the delivery guy gets to, he's on his way to do his job, but, he's definitely taking a sightseeing tour, and you're like,
The Inquisition scouts.
Yeah.
So, people are probably jealous of you, bro. Panda got to see everything at a leisurely pace.
It was nice. No, I know for sure that Kevin was salty about it. He was the only one that was upset that I wasn't helping him out there, and I'm like, bro, I'm doing my job. This is my job.
As of right
being
now,
out there with you is not. Yeah, as right now, this is my job. Being out there with you is not my job.
It's not in the contract, sir.
Not to mention, they were trying to get me to stay and close too. So I was like, I worked in commercial. I've been here since 9. It's already 5 o'clock. I'm going home. And they were like trying to get me to stay till 6. And the thing was that there was the new guy, Emilio, didn't come in at 4 when he was supposed to, and he hadn't called. And they tried calling him, and no one. What the fuck? No, we tried calling him. He didn't call back, and he never called us. So I was like, shit. And so they tried to get me to stay to 6 to try to help out, and I was like, no, it's my brother's birthday. I'm not gonna stay here till 6 because if they're doing something, I want to be a part of it right now. So I'm like, no. And then they try to ask me if I wanted to close because they thought Emilio might not come in, and I was like, no. I was like, I already explained this to you the first time. I was like, if you wanted me to close, you should have put me down for close. I'm like, I'm not DIY. I'm only commercial today. Peace. Felt great. I was my own little boss today.
Yeah, so they better go yell at Emilio for not coming in on time at all. Yeah.
Oh no, he's gonna get fired.
Yell at him for a minute. Yeah.
No, it's okay. So no, this guy's been an issue since he started. So I think the first day and the first like couple days were fine, but he came in like an hour late or 2 hours late, and it was no biggie. We were like, he's new, it's okay. And then one day he left in the middle of his shift for like an hour and randomly came back, and this guy was only working a 5-hour shift, all right, only a 5-hour shift, and he left for an hour randomly. He just walked out of the store and then came back, and we're like, what the fuck, right? He's like, oh. Yeah, he's like, oh, whatever. We were just glad he came back. And it's like, don't do this again. And then the next time he's like, oh, I have to go. Something about my girlfriend. Left for like an hour again, came back. He only worked a 4-hour shift that day. He was closing. He's supposed to replace me so he could have me in the morning. And then one day he just left 3 hours into his shift and didn't come back. And not to mention he always shows up late, like I mean late by an hour. So he's even cutting down on those. Or he just won't come in. He just won't come in. The other guy, Mike, he either goes to lunch and he says, hey, I'm going to be like 10 minutes late, 20 minutes late, you know, whatever. 2 hours and 30 minutes or 2 hours and 45 minutes later, we give you an hour lunch. If you're going to be late by like 2 hours and 30 minutes, what the fuck is going on? Not to mention like one day he came in like 3 hours late, or he'll be like, hey, I'm going to get something from my car. Stays outside for about like 20 minutes in his car, comes back inside, goes to the bathroom, stays in there for 30 minutes, and gets outside, goes back to his car for another 10, then comes back into the store.
Is he smoking pot?
Yeah, no. He'll come out looking like he just did, and it's not like you know, like you smoke weed and you get that high. No, it's like he comes out really fucked up, like his eyes are all droopy and he looks like he wants to sleep, and he's all like wobbly. I'm like, this motherfucker's doing something else. He's like, he's doing some hard shit. I'm like, and it's obviously, it's like it's got to be something. But he comes out of the bathroom super fucked up, and I'm like, and you know, when someone smokes weed, you can tell the difference between smoking. This guy smokes weed, and this guy does crack, or so on and so forth. But
Gotcha.
This guy's on something, and oh fuck, man, he comes out super fucked up.
And anyone guessing what it is? No one's guessing what it is.
No, we just decided not to bother with it. We're gonna fire his ass anyway.
And how long he's been there? Sword and shield.
Crap. Split. There.
How long do you work at this job now?
Huh?
How long do you working at your job now?
What, AutoZone?
Mm-hmm.
Like 7 years, 6 years? Been there since high school. Since I got out of high school.
Yeah.
For like 7 years, roughly.
7 years?
Yeah. Let me see what part of this they cut out. Alright, no, nothing really important.
Yeah, Dorian stuff.
Fuck. Mm. Ugh.
It's like Dorian stuff, you know?
I gotta go to the bank and pull money and get gas for my stupid truck. I wanted to do that earlier today, but I kept putting it off, and I completely forgot on my way home. Dumb fuck.
You gonna go now?
Nah, in a little bit. Cause tomorrow I have to go to the store, and I think I'll just wait till I go to the store tomorrow. So I gotta go pick my brother out a present, cause you know, birthday. And
Let him pick it. A lot easier on yourself.
what? Let him pick out his present?
Yeah.
Ah, that's lame.
It's easy.
Surprise. Nah, it's gotta be surprise.
Surprise, here's your present.
Nah, don't do that.
Oh, he has a corruption ruin. How do I pull that out?
Serve you well. Look at it. So much easier to ignore when it's far away.
Delete that.
And to actually walk out of it. To be that close.
If I hadn't been saved by Inquisition soldiers, I don't know what would have happened.
Inquisition soldiers? That's not what I've heard. I have to admit, I thought you'd be...
Human?
Yes.
Being up front is better than Oxman.
It was a foolish thought. Should have known better than to say anything. It's what you do and how you do it that's important. Just one question then. How do you think you fit in with all this?
It's been a whirlwind. It's hard to say where I fit.
I guess we'll have to figure that out. For me, I'll be satisfied so long as we find the bastards that killed the Divine. They owe us some answers. I've heard rumors of abandoned warden camps all over these parts. If we have time, I'd like to take a look, see if there's anything we can salvage.
Let's talk about the Grey Wardens. You must know a lot about them.
The Wardens? I'm afraid we're less exciting than we seem.
Let's continue this at another time.
As you wish. I'll be here if you need me.
Good day to you.
They've got good form. Cullen's putting his Templar training to good use.
Did Cullen tell you he was a Templar? He's not wearing the armor.
He didn't have to. Might not be a Templar shield, but it's a Templar holding it. He angles the shield just a bit down. Helps direct fire or acid away, so it doesn't spray right into your face. Canary learned the same thing when we trained to fight Tevinter mages. Your Templar's doing good work.
You sound like you want to head down there and give the troops some pointers.
Nah, I'm no good at command unless I know who my guys are sleeping with and what they like to drink. Inquisition's already too large for that. The Chargers are big enough for me. Biggest problem for the Inquisition right now isn't on the front line. It's at the top. You've got no leader, no Inquisitor.
The Inquisition has done all right so far without an Inquisitor.
That's because all we've needed so far is damage control, reaction. A group can handle that. Once you've sealed the breach, it's going to be time to make decisions. Someone's going to have to step up. Who knows? Maybe you sealed the breach. The Chantry gets off his ass and all those soldiers go home and get fat.
The crappy part about editing videos, Terrence.
It won't, but it could.
Having to rewatch the whole thing. I've been roughly at this for like about, today all my editing time would be about 2 hours.
2 hours of editing?
Yeah, 2 hours of editing. Because I worked on another two. This is my fourth video edit.
I could help the mages learn to work with Inquisition soldiers if you like. Not that the chief has any apostates in the group.
How many times you watched the video? Like twice?
I'd like to know more about the Iron Bull.
The chief. First time I met him, he saved my life. I never thought I'd work for Canary, but he grows on you. He's not like any commander I've ever worked for. That's for damn sure.
How did a Tevinter soldier wind up in a Kunari spy's mercenary company?
I wasn't a soldier at the time. I was in some trouble, trying to flee Tevinter. A Tribune and his men caught me in a border town tavern. They meant to make an example of me. Bull killed them. Gave up his eye doing it. Patched me up and asked if I was looking for work. I've been putting up with his jokes ever since.
That's how he lost the eye?
Yes. The guards had me on the tavern floor when Bull came inside and yelled for them to stop. One of them saw trouble coming and figured he'd finish me off. The guard had a flare. Bull put himself between me and the blow. Big-horned idiot. Didn't even know me.
How's Iron Bull as a commander?
If you know what you're doing and hold up your end, he's easy. He doesn't accept any less. If he keeps us alive, he leads from the front, and if you've an idea that'll win the fight, he listens. I've seen bands whose captains had to prove they were swinging the biggest sword. Bull isn't like that. The charges might give him more lip than you'd expect, but every one of us would lay down our lives for the big ass.
Is it strange to work for a Kunari?
He hasn't tried to convert us to the Qun, if that's what you're asking. Bull's charges don't care who you light a candle for, so long as your shield stays up. If he hadn't told me he was Ben Hasrath, I'd have thought he'd left that life behind.
I didn't expect he'd tell you all that he was a spy.
Not the whole band, but those who've been around long enough to trust. He figures most of us would find out sooner or later, and it should come from him. Eyes to eye, he says. It's never messed up a job. He just writes letters back home. Lots of the boys write letters back home.
We'll talk later.
And what are we supposed to do, exactly?
What you always do. Complain.
We've already spoken with Commander Cullen. No one listens.
I think
We
someone's
want better
singing in the
quarters.
house.
We want the Templars kept at a distance.
I think someone's singing.
And some respect for...
Singing?
This is not the circle.
Singing.
You mages
Like,
are
la,
our
la,
allies,
la,
not
la.
our wards.
La 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 la.
How
Might want to go see if they're doing the birthday
Deal
stuff.
with
Nah, they ain't.
You sure?
There was no cake. Yeah, because I was like, there's no cake and nothing. They're not singing him happy birthday song. I'll tell you right now.
It never ends, evidently.
Fighting with them will only make them more stubborn.
The mages are here as equals. They need to get used to what that means. It is your doing, after all. You created this alliance.
Well, I hope it works. What other choice do we have?
Oh. I do sound like I'm blaming you, don't I? I don't disapprove. In fact, you did well. You made a decision when it needed to be made. And here we are. I wish I could say this was my doing.
I am rather clever, aren't I?
Close the breach. Then I'll agree with you.
You there. There's a shield in your hand. Block with it. If this man were your enemy, you'd be dead. Lieutenant, don't hold back. The recruits must prepare for a real fight, not a practice one.
Yes, Commander.
We've received a number of recruits. Locals from Haven and some pilgrims. None made quite the entrance you did.
It wasn't my idea.
I'd be concerned if it was. I was recruited to the Inquisition in Kirkwall myself. I was there during the Mage Uprising. I saw firsthand the devastation it caused.
Sir.
Cassandra sought a solution. When she offered me a position, I left the Templars to join her cause. Now it seems we face something far worse.
You left the Templars for this. You believe the Inquisition can work?
I do. The Chantry lost control of both Templars and Mages. Now they argue over a new divine while the breach remains. The Inquisition could act when the Chantry cannot. Our followers would be part of that. There's so much we can...
Forgive me. I doubt you came here for a lecture.
No, but if you have one prepared, I'd love to hear it.
Another time, perhaps. There's still a lot of work ahead.
Commander, Sir Raiden has a report on our supply lines.
As I was saying.
It occurs to me I don't actually know much about you.
What do you want to know?
I'm not sure. Where are you from?
No specific place. My mercenary band worked mostly in the free marches, however.
At least until you crossed the waking sea to reach the Conclave, I suppose. Tell me, do you consider the free marches your home? Are you eager to go back?
Someone's listening to classical right now. Yeah, I hear it, like somewhere near, either inside or downstairs. Something.
Make sure it's not within the recording.
Oh no. It's classical music.
That's enough for now.
Maybe one of your sisters or your parents?
Nah, they don't. They're Mexican. They don't listen to classical.
You never know. I listen to classical myself, and I'm black.
I listen to classical, but no, you don't understand. My parents think classical music is fucking country Mexican music. You don't understand, Terrence. I've never heard them once even bring up Mozart or anything.
Your dad, your mom. Not your dad, but you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm trying to say.
My stepdad?
There you go.
Day,
There you go.
No, he's never. He brings up like certain things, but it's not. Definitely not Mozart. What's up? Hold on.
Can I see
Let
what
me
you
use
have for
my
sale?
computer.
Of course.
All right.
My wares are at the table.
Who you talking to?
It's Terrence.
Hey, Terrence.
What's going on?
You look kind of cute.
You don't even know.
I do?
I see you from the camera that I have right in front of you.
Oh, you do?
Trying to be creepy with you.
It's invisible.
Okay.
Can't
It's
really see
okay.
it.
It's okay. You know, if you like what you see, say hell yeah.
You said if you like what you see, say hell yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah.
You're gross, Johnny.
Yeah, I'm fucking a dog.
gross.
How do you like that shit, son? What does that make you? Some sick motherfucker. Get rid of that nonsense. Really? Really?
Not a moment too soon.
Y'all mofos are hugging, and you guys are not preparing this damn catapult for throw? What's wrong with y'all?
The Mage Rebellion joins the Inquisition. I've got to admit that's a twist I didn't see coming. One thing you saw in the future worries me. I mean, it was all bad. But Red Lyrium and Ferelden, infecting people and growing out of them, that's bad. Finding more of it really punches a hole in my red lyrium at the temple was a coincidence theory.
You know who I think should play more often with me and you, Terrence?
Oz?
Good God. No, Oz too, hell yeah. My duo Overwatch team is you, Oz, and there was someone else, wasn't there? Or has it been Oz? It's just been the three of us? Lately, it's just been the three of us. We had a third guy, didn't we? Or was someone else who had the game?
The whole time?
No, just like a little bit.
I totally don't remember.
We had someone else playing Overwatch with us.
Oh, my game froze.
Nice.
Fuck. Hate that shit. Gotta close the application.